Star Wars Visions. Um, I don't know if you finished it. You probably didn't.
I didn't.
So you don't even care to finish it. So we're just gonna talk about the remaining four episodes, episode 6 through 9. Episode 6 was like Astro Boy. Which I watched a bit of Astro Boy when I was younger on Toonami.
One of the greatest anime of all time. I don't care what anyone has to say.
Wow, I didn't think you would say that. Astro Boy's good. I like Astro Boy. It
Astro
was
Boy is amazing.
Yeah, it was one of the very first anime, if not the first. It was inspired by Disney Animation, and it makes sense that they would have an episode of the very first Star Wars anime series, inspired by,
Dedicated to that.
yeah, inspired by the first anime, the grandfather of anime, the Disney to all anime. um, it was good. The fight scene was a bit sporadic and odd, because it was a little hard to follow because of the way the camera angles were. But overall, it was a good episode. It was interesting to see. I know there have been some things in Legends and stuff where there were like force sensitive droids, but
There was just one. There's just one. It was R5.
yeah, this one had a
I
force.
miss R5.
I think this one, because it's inspired by Astro Boy, the whole force sensitive droid thing makes a lot of sense because it's just really fun. The Elder, I watched it. The one
You
that
finally watched it?
yeah, the one you said you like blood. I didn't like it that much.
Oh my god.
I thought the fight at the very end was cool, but I think the overall, I was a fan of the voice acting. The dynamic between the master and the Padawan was cool, but it wasn't the best. And overall, I wasn't feeling it. I really wanted to like it because I expected this to be one of, I guess maybe I went into it with too high of expectations because I wanted this to be one of my favorites. So far, even after watching all of the episodes, The Ninth Jedi is still my favorite.
Don Joe is probably my favorite too.
But a close second for me is the second to last episode, episode 8, Lapin Ocho. The art style and animation is gorgeous. It is the one about the bunny girl. And the lightsaber design in this particular episode that lightsaber is gorgeous. You know how katanas will have at the very, base of the
I've
blade.
seen the lightsaber design.
Yeah, at the base of
Yeah.
the katanas, they'll have like engravings. This, like the lightsaber blade had an engraving on it. It looked really cool. Um, and the fight animation was beautiful. And the other characters were using a lot of weapons. Like one of my favorite martial arts weapons, probably my very favorite martial arts weapon, is the 3-section staff. And one of the
I love
characters
it.
had a 3-section staff with like blades at the end. It was so cool. It was this might just be my favorite Star Wars Visions episode. Um, and the very last episode, I liked as well. The art style it reminds me of Studio Ghibli in terms of art style, um, but just like less detailed than Studio Ghibli's art style. Um, it You mind if I spoil it?
Not good.
Yeah, so it's called Akakiri, and the Jedi in this episode actually turns to the dark side at the very end because he's been tempted essentially throughout the entirety of the episode. He's been having these like visions of like someone dying, and then he went there specifically to help his former lover because her father was killed and like her village was taken over. So he went there to help her out, and then as he was fighting the Sith that took over the village, that was actually his lover's father's sister. He
Jesus, that's all types of that's just all types of like Game of Thrones style.
he mistakenly, she puts a mask on his lover and like sends her with the other soldiers after him, and as he's cutting them down, he cuts her down, and then
Ooh.
she's like, I can help you save her. And then he's like, show me how. And then they like use force healing to bring her back, and then he goes and joins her on the dark side as her apprentice. It was dope. And
That
I,
sounds pretty interesting actually.
yeah, I liked it. It was really cool. The voice acting was great. It was and in a lot of ways it reminded me of Obi-Wan and what was her name?
Ventress.
No, not Ventress. Uh, the
Satine?
Mandalorian Queen. Yes, Satine.
Satine.
Duchess Satine. Because literally the dude who voiced the main character sounded just like Obi-Wan. He had like a British accent, and the way he spoke, he sounded like Obi-Wan. So I couldn't help thinking of Obi-Wan the entire time. But yeah, it was a good episode. We might have to do rankings another day. I don't know. You might have to check out that last episode and La
I
Pinocchio.
might have to check out that last episode. Actually, that last episode, maybe I got to.
Yeah, but